Train the muscles, not the joints.
Welcome back to Natural Gallant Bodybuilding Mountain. And thanks a lot for tuning in. Sorry I haven't uploaded for about a week and a half or so. It's just that I've been dealing with certain emergencies with somebody close to me for the last few weeks. So I've been really busy with that, and I haven't been able to find the time even to train or even to do anything besides just take care of this person and do what I need to do. So the bottom line is that this gave me a good idea of a video to do for you guys that's based on what's happening in my own life. So basically for the last 3 weeks, I've only been able to train about 3 or 4 times and really easy light workouts, because one of the things that a lot of people do, which is a huge mistake, is that when life throws them, some really bad luck or some shit that's going on, right? Say life's upside down, you don't have a chance to work out, then they feel the need, despite the overwhelming stress they're going through or lack of sleep or whatever, to then compensate by doing a super hard workout. Now, this is one of the worst things you can do, because usually your cortisol levels during stress are really high, and at the same time your body is not primed to train because it's been dealing with other types of emergencies, maybe not physical but maybe stress wise or whatever. And also your nutrition is probably not on point during that time either, because once again you're in your other situation, which doesn't allow you to be eating perfect to make sure your blood sugar is stable, make sure you're getting enough protein, getting enough sleep, and so forth. So this entire video is also spurred by a guy named Sonny, who was talking to me about he had gotten sick for a week and then he went back to the gym, and not only did he do a hard workout, but he did a workout that was like, a couple times harder than usual, even, because he was trying to make up for this week that he lost. Well, of course, he was in extreme pain after, and he was getting muscle knots and felt totally weak, and his nervous system felt like overwhelmed. And of course, the reason why is because he did too much too early. So one of the things you want to bear in mind when you go through a certain stress situation, whether it's the flu or whether it's dealing with some other type of emergency in your life where you can't train but there's a lot of stress or something, is that when you get back into working out, just ease yourself into it. Just do like 40%, 50% tops of the weight you usually use, if not even less. Just go through the motions. It's kind of like the Body Bliss training program. I have it all outlined there if you want to know kind of how I do it. But this is the best way to get your gains back really fast. You get a great pump really quick, but there's no pressure, right? There's no pressure to push too hard or anything. You just go through the motions, just make a relationship with the body again at that point. It's been through hell, it supported you during whatever war you were going through, right? And now it's time to acclimate it back into training. And you could call it life force building, where you're just getting everything moving again and making sure all systems are go. And then from there, you can slowly increase the intensity. And you know what, if you have to do easy workouts for a week or 2 weeks, then so be it, just do that. Because what I've found is that you might be surprised about how much results you get even though you're doing easy workouts, because the body is being coaxed into results instead of being bludgeoned to death. Because like I said, stress already bludgeons the body to death enough already. You don't want to add more stress on top of it. So when you're in this stage of getting back into training after any sort of stressful time, right? You want to make sure that you're not adding more stress on the body. You want to heal that stress and at the same time ease it into weight training, such as getting the blood flowing and getting the well-being flowing through the body. Now, if you're just taking time off just because you felt like you needed some time off, and life's easy and easygoing and all that sort of thing, when you get back into the gym, I still encourage you to do super light, easy weights at first. Do your compound lifts, but ease yourself into the groove again and make sure everything is firing right. And maybe you only need to do a couple workouts like this, but if you do, you're going to notice that your results come back quick anyway. But the difference is you're going to have a far less incidence of injury or soreness that's over the top that prevents you from sticking to a program. So this is the best advice I can give you. It's advice that I've taught a lot of my clients when I used to train people. They take some time off, or they were busy with work, or something would happen. Then of course they'd have an appointment with their trainer, and right away they want to just go balls out, right? They want to just face the heavy weights and break the records that they had before they took the time off. And I'd always have to back my clients off on this, because the times that I didn't, even though I suggested hey, you don't need to squat 4 plates today, or you don't need to do this. I said to them specifically, you don't have to go and try to beat your records before. Like, it's a good time just to ease back into training, get the body used to it. And they'd say, no, trust me, it's, whatever, your advice is noted, but I'm gonna do this anyway. And they tweak themselves. Like, I had one guy, he squatted 4 plates because he wanted to prove to himself that he hasn't lost all his results. And right away he came into the gym, he did a couple warm-ups, then boom, right to 4 plates for squats. And then he tweaked his back and he was out for 3 weeks. So, this advice is going to help you, not to keep you back. Like, some people think, oh, well, that guy's just a beta male. He's just telling you bullshit. He's just some old guy, But what I'm going to say is that if you ease yourself back into it, you get more results. It's like a win-win situation. You're not losing anything. So don't let your ego tell you that you have to lift the same amount or you have to do the same amount of volume or anything. Just ease into it. Make the relationship with the body first and foremost, and listen to how it's responding and what's going on. Listen to the creaks and cracks. Listen to the muscles that are tight, or maybe where you're a little bit unstable, or maybe your groove isn't quite right. And as you resettle into that groove and as you re-coordinate, what will happen is that the results just come back to you almost like residual income. Because we know that you don't lose your gains as a natural bodybuilder. They come back really quick, so they're not permanently lost. You just need to remind them again. So anyway, if you like this kind of stuff, you like this kind of conversation, I got lots of this stuff on my Patreon podcast. The link is in the description. For only $5 a month, you get access to podcasts. And at the same time, if you want access to all the library of podcasts in the past and so forth, it's just $20 per month. So right now I'm up to episode 24. I hope to see you on there, and if I don't, I'll see you again in the next video. Mountain. Natural Gallant.